Goalkeepers are usually recognised as taller players on the team, among many defenders, with lots of goalkeepers scaling at a staggering height of 6'5" inches or 195 centimeters. Some goalkeepers, to name a few: Ilan Meslier at 6'5", Thibaut Courtois at 2 meters tall, and some like Thomas Holly at 6'9", making the goals look tiny. However, on the flip side, there are some shorter goalkeepers who are great in history, like Iker Casillas at 182 centimeters.
Is this the moment for the Netherlands? Casillas saves Spain. On that left foot, Casillas with a fantastic save.
Or Ochoa at 6 feet tall.
Back in by Lustig and tipped over the top by Ochoa, who has been a very busy man.
Now, if you are not a tall goalkeeper, it doesn't mean you don't have a chance at performing well, but rather you need to optimize the aspects which shorter goalkeepers dominate in. Also, by the end of the video, I will tell you at what point short is too short for a goalkeeper. Being a smaller goalkeeper means you may have many downfalls, but also may have many benefits. Your technique as a shorter goalkeeper looks much better, your 1v1 ability is much smoother, your agility is much greater, and your creativity and character development is much greater. And I'll tell you the reason for that later in this video. But the downfalls. Being a shorter goalkeeper, you aren't able to do the same type of stuff as a taller goalkeeper, like clean crosses optimally, same top corners or far shots as easily, positioning the same as a taller goalkeeper, or even handling in some cases. Being a shorter goalkeeper, you are placed at a disadvantage from the get-go. However, there are many things which you can do to tilt the scales more in your favour, ranging from the physical attributes to the technical ability. You may not be able to claim every cross due to your height, as some players may be towering over you. Claiming crosses is an important aspect of being a goalkeeper, as it aids your team, relieving lots of pressure. Not coming for crosses will just give the opposition a higher chance of converting the chances and making your defense work harder. You instead should come for crosses, which you can claim, but also go out for crosses where you can punch the ball, as prevention as a goalkeeper is better than dealing with the consequences, which is a shot in this case. To improve your claim crossing ability, you should practice claim crosses with another player acting as an attacker, so that way you can figure out when you can catch the ball and when you can punch the ball, but also when you need to drop back to your goal. With a smaller stature, you have an improvement in lower centre of gravity, making you extremely agile as a goalkeeper, making recoveries much easier. With a lower centre of gravity and increased agility, you start to become a bit of a beast in a 1v1 situation. Hypothetically, yes, you may get chipped more, but if you apply the right amount of pressure at the right times, you prevent the chip from being an option for the attacker. With this, you are very mobile in the 1v1 set position, making yourself not only look big, but quick from the short range. If the attacker takes a heavy touch next to you, you have the agility to snatch the ball from under their feet. As a smaller goalkeeper, you can save many more 1v1s than people think. As a shorter goalkeeper, you play to your strengths, so practice 1v1s, as then you'll be the short king in goal. You not being able to save higher shots or further shots may be a common occurrence, due to not enough spring or not enough inches on the top of your head. This is why, as a shorter goalkeeper, footwork can't be taken lightly. Taller goalkeepers have the ability to get away with many things due to their height, even if they are positioned wrong, but you don't have that luxury. A shorter goalkeeper must take footwork seriously, as a two-step shuffle for dives will get you the momentum and distance to dive, covering the difficult areas. Even though the footwork helps shorter goalkeepers dive further and higher, there's one more thing already mentioned, which shorter goalkeepers need to further express within the ability. you are at a height disadvantage. You struggle with claim crosses and make a high dives. There's one real life cheat code which you can use to improve your case. Physicality. You can improve your physical ability to jump higher and further. Improving your physical attributes will benefit your goalkeeping potential massively, as you'll give yourself that ability to save more difficult shots. But how do you improve that jumping ability? This cheat code is called plyometrics, otherwise known as jump training. Train plyometrics and you will see a difference in performance over time, making saves upon claims upon claims. Handling can be a surprising disadvantage as a goalkeeper. Most of the time the correlation is the smaller the goalkeeper, the smaller the hands. Obviously there's many outliers and it may not apply to you. Goalkeepers with smaller hands have it far more difficult to catch balls, as their hands cover a smaller surface area around the ball, unlike goalkeepers with bigger hands. The only tip I can provide is to practice handling, so that way you can perfect the catching technique, and maybe even look into buying gloves which have a roll cut type design. Now if you remember, I said short goalkeepers have more creativity and character development, but what do I mean by that? This is totally subjective. However, factually, shorter goalkeepers are at a disadvantage in many important areas of goalkeeping. This means that they need to figure out ways to deal with these sorts of situations themselves, as that certain situation will be different from a taller goalkeeper. But why do I say shorter goalkeepers have more character development? Again, completely subjective, but factually, they get treated worse and let go by teams and not given adequate opportunities due to their height. We see it time and time again, goalkeepers being released because of their height. This obviously has an effect on their mental side, meaning if those short goalkeepers who carry on playing, they will build mental resilience much greater than other goalkeepers who weren't left behind thanks to their height. Now with that being said, what is the right height for a goalkeeper? But quickly, comment save if you reached this bit in the video, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed the goalkeeper content. Goalkeepers benefit from different heights in different ways, meaning there's no set height a goalkeeper must be to be a goalkeeper. With that in mind, most goalkeepers are 6'2" plus, but many say if you are 6 foot, then you are in the green.